Hello, fellow trolley lovers. I'm in the shop today, and I am milling up some new window sills. Here's a new one for the C145 sweeper. I thought it'd be pretty cool just to show you what I go through. So this is what I start with these sills start out as. I use this big chunk of wood. It's over 3.5 inches thick and 8 inches wide. And how I start this process is I measure out my length of my sill, cross cut that, so I wind up essentially with 2 blanks. Then from there I rip this blank in half. I do most of this stuff. I do the cross cutting with a circular saw, and I do the ripping on my bandsaw. So over here is a bandsaw. So I rip that wide blank into 2 blanks that are roughly 4 inches wide by a little more than 3.5 inches thick. Then once I have that, I go over to my joiner and I mill up those blanks to make them square. So that's one process in the cross cut. Another process in the rip cut to rip them in half. So that's 2 steps here at the joiner. That's 4. Then I take the blank and go over. Basically, this is a blank, but more square, I processed it a little bit more. Then I go over to the planer and do 2 processes here. I get my uniform height and uniform thickness. Okay, so that's 2 operations. Oh, shop's a mess. Then I come over to the table saw and I establish this. Hold on. Just to give you an inside, just to give you a look. So this is the completed one. This is the not completed one. So then I establish this part, which is here. Okay, so that's another process. So what is that? 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The 8th one is this angle. Then I establish this shoulder, which is this cut here. So that's 9. Then I'll plow out this section, which is in here. I'll plow out this section here, which is here. So that's 10. Then I'll flip it and establish this. Okay? Because I need some meat when I go to plow this area out. So that'll be 11. Then I establish this shoulder. That'll be 12. And then I'll establish this haunch. And that'll be 13. We're not done. Then I round over this edge. This is the inside edge. I think the window goes behind this or on top of this. So that's 14. Then I establish this round over, 15, 16. Yeah, a lot of steps. And then, last but not least, this round over. And so that's 17 steps to make this thing. You gotta go through a process too. You just can't have at it, because you have to take into consideration every step so that you have support for your next step, if you understand that. Hey, that's a little look of what goes into making these windowsills. So all said and done, I'm going to have 6, and then I'll have enough material to do some more there and some other things if I need be. This little block was another thing. I think this is a support for the side plow or something. A little bit going on here. There's this rabbit, and these haunches. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps to do this thing. 6 steps to do this. So there's 1, 2, 1 going this way, 1 going this way, 2 going this way, 3, which takes care of this shoulder here, 4, 5, and yeah, that's it. 5 steps for this one. You gotta love it. Hey, take care. Be safe in whatever you're doing.